Howdy folks, and thanks for tuning into the OBV YouTube channel. Welcome back. We've got a nice quick rapid fire review for you today. Review of this juice, Aramax. It's by the same guys who made the Liquid Cube that you'll have seen the review of by Wayne, the little self-contained mod with the 10ml tank. Same guys who made that, Liqua, also make this Aramax juice. And what we're going through today is we've got 5 of their tobacco flavours from the Aramax range. They do others as well, fruit, etc., etc. You'll have seen myself and Wayne and myself and Nathan over last weekend doing a review of some of their liquids on our live streams, but thought we'd do a quick run through for the YouTube video. Let you know what these tobacco liquids are like, how much they cost, where you can come from them, where you can get them from, and if you stay tuned in, at the end we've got a nice little deal for you. We've managed to sort out a discount with them, so stay tuned. Right then folks, we're going to start out first of all on the classic tobacco. Well, cam's having a bit of trouble focusing, but it's just there. Now, what I always do whenever I'm tasting new tobacco, well, new juices I should say, is I start off with a fairly standard build. It's 22 gauge N80, 6 wraps around a 3mm in the diameter, ohms in just under 0.15 usually, around that mark. So this is the classic tobacco, all wicked up, juiced up, ready to go. Let's give it a try. Yeah, the classic tobacco, I think I said on the live stream on Friday with Nathan, it's very much like your standard kind of European type of cigarette. It's definitely more of a cigarette taste rather than any other type of tobacco. Think your things like your Mayfair, Benson and Hedges, Embassies, your standard kind of brands that you're used to. There's almost a little sweetness to it. It's much lighter than some of the other types of tobaccos you'll find out there, and some of the other flavours we've got coming up. But if you were, if you used to smoke normal standard cigarettes, then I would say the classic tobacco will probably be the one for you to go for. Yeah, it's definitely a nice tobacco, that is. So I'll just get re-wicked and we'll be back with the next one. Okay, so we're all re-wicked up, ready to go with the next one. And next up we've got the USA Tobacco. Autofocus still doesn't want to work, but there we go. Now, USA Tobacco, straight off I'll tell you, obviously it's going to be things like Marlboro and other American brands of tobacco. With American brands, you might not realise, if you're from the UK or Europe, what the American brands tend to have, they're like, they toast their tobacco. It's the only way I can describe it. It's toasted, so it's got more of a slightly burnt taste to it already. I mean, obviously, if you're smoking cigarettes, they've got a burnt taste to them anyway. But here you go. It's a toasted tobacco is the only way I can describe it. Yeah, straight away I can tell you this is definitely an American type brand, like Marlboro and those kind of cigarettes. It's a little less flavoured, flavoured notes like you would get on some of the European brand cigarettes, but you can get that toasted taste to it. And it's definitely in the same kind of vein as Marlboro Reds, more so than Marlboro Lights. It's got the strength of Marlboro Reds. if you're into Marlboro Gold, the Marlboro Lights, you might enjoy it, but you might find it a little strong tasting. Still, it's very nice tobacco, very nice tobacco flavour, very much well-rounded, and yeah, I could happily vape on that all day. So anyway, yet again, time to re-wick, and we'll go on to the next one. Next one's going to be a little bit of an oddball one for you, but nice. Bring that up next. Okay, so here we are back again for round 3, re-wicked, ready to go, and as promised, a little bit of an oddball one for you this time. This one, green tobacco. Now, it's a little bit of a strange one. This one. I can only assume from green and from the flavours I'm getting from it, I can only assume it's an uncured tobacco. For those of you who aren't more into tobacco, I was quite a heavy smoker, and I liked a lot of things like pipes, cigars, etc. Different flavoured tobaccos. Um, Tobacco in cigarettes and anything else, generally it's dried, it's cured before you're actually smoking it. This, it tastes more like a fresh tobacco leaf. That's the only way I can put it. I mean, it's definitely a tobacco flavour. You can taste it's definitely tobacco, but there's some subtle undernotes there that I can't quite get my head around how to put it into words, how to explain it to you. It's definitely a very fresh flavour. It's also got a sweetness to it as well. It's it's when I was doing the live review of this on Friday night on the live stream. The guy who's our rep with Aramax, Steve Moore, top guy, he said himself that sometimes he finds the green tobacco a little bit confusing himself, and it is that's all I can put it. It's a little confusing at times. There's some subtle undernotes there that I can't quite put my finger on, and even now, and I've been vaping this stuff for about a week on and off. It's definitely a tobacco flavour. It's not quite so strong. It's a lot more mild in its taste, and there's those sweet. I can't quite put it. There's these subtle undertones there that just round it off and make it a really smooth tasting vape. I mean, if you were one for smoking more light cigarettes, that might be more applicable to you. Might be better for you. The green tobacco, because it's not quite such a strong tobacco flavour, but it's certainly pleasant and enjoyable. So go back, re-wick again, and we've got 2 left to go. We've got 5 overall. So we'll come back with the next one. I think we're going to go with Sahara Tobacco next. So stay tuned. Right then, guys, here we go with the 4th one on the list, and this is your Sahara Tobacco. When it all decides to focus in. No, still not having none of it. We'll chalk it up to technical difficulties. Anyway, Sahara Tobacco. This is more along the lines of, I mean, as the name suggests, Sahara, you're thinking desert. Think along the lines of Camel cigarettes, if ever you smoke Camels. Obviously that's Camel the brand, not actual camels. That would be silly. But this is a very nice tobacco. I really enjoy this one. Yeah, how can I put it? It's very much in the vein of a light tobacco. And by light, I'm talking with regards to colours of tobacco. You get your lighter tobaccos like Virginia, etc. Then you get burleys and things like that, the darker coloured tobaccos. This is definitely much a lighter coloured tobacco, as camels tend to be, but still quite a not quite strong. It's definitely a stronger flavour, but not blow your head off kind of strength. But it's definitely a very punchy, very full-on tobacco taste. And it really is. It, it's it's very spot on flavour. That's all I can say with regards to this one. And you see, I'm taking some huge long hits on this one because it is such a lovely flavour. It's not all sweetened up and full of additives like a lot of tobaccos are. It is just a very tobacco-y flavour. I know there'll be some who'll remember the live stream and jokes about some of the fruit flavours. What do they really take? Apples tasting really like apples, but it is definitely a full-on tobacco flavour. Very well-rounded flavour as well. That one is. But we're going to move on to the last one now. I'll get rewicked, and I've saved the best for last. Well, personally, I think best for last is my favourite. It's the cigar tobacco coming up next. So here we go. Rewick and start again. Okay then. So here we go, guys. As I said, last but by no means least, because this really is my favourite. We have your cigar tobacco. And still, oh, there we go. Cigar tobacco. This is immense. I love this one. This is very much in the vein of a proper cigar. It's unflavored. Yeah, it's obviously it's cured and dried. I very much enjoyed proper cigars when I was a full-time smoker. So much so I've still got quite a few of my old cigar tubes lying around. In the past, I've even had what was classed as a Guinness World Record cigar, which was about this long. It was about 2.5, 3 foot long. Um, Such an amazing smoke, though it really was. But anyway, cigar tobacco still in the same setup with the N86 wraps, a 3mm. Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, that is definitely a proper cigar flavour. Very any good old classic South American kind of cigars, Cuban, Havana, around that kind of region. It is just pure dried and cured tobacco leaf rolled up. It's just this really could be an all-day vape for me. It's just so amazing. If any of you are ever a bit of a tobacco aficionado at all, if you're into cigars, pipes, anything like that, and enjoyed that pure tobacco taste that you wouldn't necessarily get with a cigarette, I seriously recommend this one, Cigar Tobacco. And you can even enjoy the flavour of it just rolling around in your mouth like you would do when you smoke cigars and pipes. It's such a damn good close-on representation of the real thing. You can barely tell the difference. It's just amazing. I really do enjoy this one. Well, anyway, that's as I said, a quick rapid-fire review of the 5 cigar tobacco flavours from the Aramax range. Aramax are made by the same people who make Liquid, and also the Liquid Cube. Don't forget you can check out the review that Wayne did of the Liquid Cube mod. It's a little, it's 50 watt self-contained tank and battery. It's all built in one mod. You charge it. the battery's built in, so it's plug-in to charge that way. The tank's built in. It's a 10mm tank, so that'll keep you going for a long while during the day. And it's got some colours for it. It's a really good little mod, that is. So check out that review. We've also got these that I'll be doing myself personally in the next few days. The liquor range, that's all tobacco ones as well. We have sweet tobacco, Turkish tobacco, dark tobacco, Cuban cigar, another cigar, I'm going to look forward to that one, and iced tobacco, which is obviously going to be a menthol cigarette tobacco kind of thing. That review is going to be coming up in the next few days. Also, don't forget to jump on our 1,000 member giveaway. We're actually now near 1,700 members, but we've got a big giveaway going on at the moment. That's going on for about another week and a half. There'll be 3 winners, and there's a massive amount of prizes for people to win, so definitely worth getting in on that. That will be listed down in the description bar. And finally, as for the Aramax tobacco, you can get these in most bricks and mortar shops. They around $2.99 per bottle, 10mm bottle. You can get bigger bottles as well, but $2.99 for a 10mm bottle, or 4 bottles for £10. In a lot of brick and mortar stores out there, go and have a look for them. If you don't have any luck there, we've also got a special deal for you. You can buy them online through a website link that'll be posted down below again, and you actually get a 15% discount. That is 15% off the Aramax range, the Liqua range, and also the Liqua Cube mod. 15% off if you put the code Aramax in capitals, ARAMAX, in capitals as a voucher code when you check out. And as long as you've got an Aramax juice, a Liqua Cube mod, or a Liqua juice in there, that code will work for you, 15% off. So don't forget, check the description for all those things, the 1,000 member giveaway and the discount for Aramax as well. And just keep it OBV, guys.